Anything that I say, no matter how crazy, Usha has to smile and laugh and celebrate it.
My wife did not grow up Christian. I think it's fair to say that she grew up in a Hindu family, but not in a particularly religious family, because I believe in the Christian gospel, and I hope eventually my wife comes to see it the same way. But if she doesn't, then God says everybody has free will, and so that doesn't cause a problem for me.
But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do.
In a bombshell revelation shaking the political and celebrity worlds, JD Vance's own wife has leaked a jaw-dropping secret about Erika Kirk's bold plan to become the next First Lady. What was meant to stay behind closed doors is now public, and it's stirring up fierce drama, high-stakes power plays, and a whirlwind of speculation. Could Erika's ambitions rewrite the future of political royalty? Stay tuned, because this story is just getting started, and the truth is more explosive than anyone imagined. JD Vance, a rising star in the political arena, has always been surrounded by intrigue, but the latest scandal is more personal and explosive than ever. At the heart of this storm is Erika Kirk, a woman whose name has been whispered in political circles as someone with ambitions far beyond the spotlight she currently holds. Now, with JD Vance's wife stepping forward to leak private details, those whispers have erupted into a full-blown media frenzy. This isn't just about a personal feud. It's about power, strategy, and a meticulously crafted plan to ascend to one of the most prestigious roles in the country, the First Lady. But what exactly is Erika's plan? And why would JD Vance's wife risk everything to expose it? Today, we'll dive deep into the drama, uncover the hidden motives, and explore the shocking fallout that could change everything for everyone involved. The revelation came out like a thunderclap, sending shockwaves through political circles and celebrity gossip alike. JD Vance's wife, once thought to be a quiet partner in the background, suddenly stepped into the spotlight with a bombshell leak that pulled back the curtain on Erika Kirk's carefully hidden ambitions. According to insiders close to the family, the leak wasn't just a slip of information. It was a meticulously timed exposé, revealing details that many had only speculated about until now. What exactly was leaked? Sources reveal that Erika Kirk has been strategically cultivating an image designed to propel her into the highest echelons of political influence. Behind the scenes, she's reportedly been orchestrating a series of calculated public appearances, networking with key political figures, and aligning herself with powerful organizations that could pave her way to becoming the nation's next First Lady. Whispers among insiders paint a picture of Erika attending exclusive events, positioning herself as a champion of various causes, some genuinely heartfelt, others more opportunistic, designed to build a public persona of grace, influence, and political savvy. But the leak went deeper, uncovering private communications that suggest Erika has been coordinating with political strategists to craft a multi-phase plan. This plan isn't just about winning hearts and minds. It's about leveraging every relationship and public moment to solidify her standing as an indispensable partner to JD Vance and a future national figurehead.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do.
The fallout from the leak has been immediate and intense. Personal relationships have been strained to breaking points, with JD Vance's inner circle divided between loyalty and suspicion. Friends and allies who once stood firmly by Erika's side are now questioning her motives and the sincerity of her public persona. At the same time, political alliances have started to wobble under the weight of the scandal, as opponents seize the opportunity to question the authenticity and integrity of both Erika and JD. Even more striking is the impact on JD Vance's marriage, which insiders suggest has been strained for months, but is now undeniably under public scrutiny. The leak by his wife feels like both a personal and political statement, signaling deep fractures behind the scenes. It's a move that has shifted the power dynamics dramatically, casting Erika not just as an ambitious figure, but as one embroiled in a fierce battle for influence, control, and legacy. This leak has transformed what was once whispered gossip into a national conversation about ambition, power, and the lengths people will go to secure their place in history. And as the drama continues to unfold, one thing is clear. Erika Kirk's path to becoming First Lady is no longer just a private dream. It's a public spectacle fraught with challenges and controversy. Erika Kirk has always been a figure who commands attention, but the true extent of her ambitions has only recently come to light, especially after the explosive leak from JD Vance's wife. Behind the poised public image lies a woman deeply focused on crafting a legacy that extends far beyond her current role. Becoming the First Lady isn't just a lofty goal for Erika, it's a meticulously planned mission, fueled by a combination of strategic brilliance and an unyielding desire for influence. From early on, Erika has been cultivating the skills and connections necessary to navigate the complex worlds of politics and public life. Her background reveals a savvy understanding of media, public relations, and the subtle art of image building, tools she's wielded expertly to build a brand centered on strength, elegance, and social impact. But those close to the situation say Erika's plans go much deeper than surface-level appearances. According to insiders, Erika has been quietly assembling a team of advisors, publicists, and political strategists, all working behind the scenes to position her as the ideal candidate for First Lady. This includes carefully curated appearances at charity events, thoughtful engagement with key voter demographics, and an increasing presence in influential social circles. Every handshake, every photo op, and every public statement is calculated to build momentum and shape public perception in her favor. But it's not just about optics. Erika's ambitions are reportedly driven by a genuine desire to make a difference through causes she champions, ranging from education reform to veteran support. This blend of authenticity and ambition creates a compelling narrative that resonates with many supporters. Yet, detractors argue it's all part of a carefully crafted facade designed to mask a more ruthless pursuit of power. What makes Erika's ambition so fascinating and controversial is how it intersects with the personal and political spheres. Her role as JD Vance's partner places her directly in the spotlight, but the leaked plans suggest she's working to transcend that role, aiming for a distinct and influential identity of her own. It's a delicate balancing act, requiring both charm and grit, as she navigates a world that often scrutinizes women in power more harshly than their male counterparts. Moreover, Erika's ambitions have sparked intense debate among political insiders and the public alike. Some see her as a breath of fresh air, a modern, capable woman ready to redefine what it means to be First Lady. Others view her as emblematic of the growing culture of political spectacle, where image often trumps substance. Either way, there's no denying that Erika Kirk is a figure who has captured attention and stirred strong opinions across the board. As the drama around the leak unfolds, Erika's ambitions will be tested like never before. The spotlight is now brighter, the stakes higher, and every move she makes will be scrutinized. Whether she can weather the storm and rise to become a transformative First Lady, or if these revelations will derail her path, remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. Erika Kirk's journey is a gripping story of ambition, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of power. The leak that thrust Erika Kirk's ambitions into the glaring spotlight didn't come from an anonymous source or a rival political faction. It came from the woman closest to JD Vance, his wife. This unexpected betrayal has added layers of complexity and intrigue to an already explosive narrative, and understanding her perspective is crucial to unpacking the full story. JD Vance's wife, often seen as a private figure removed from the political theatrics, now stands at the center of a public storm. Her decision to leak such sensitive information was not taken lightly, and insiders say it was motivated by a mix of personal pain, frustration, and a desire to reclaim control over a narrative spiraling beyond her grasp. The leaks reveal more than just Erika's plans. They expose raw, private tensions that have been simmering beneath the surface for months, if not years. According to sources close to the family, the marriage between JD Vance and his wife has been strained by the shadow Erika Kirk cast over their lives. What was once a private battle of loyalty and trust has spilled into the public arena, with JD's wife feeling sidelined and betrayed. The leak then can be seen as both a desperate act of self-preservation and a strategic move to undermine Erika's carefully crafted public image before it could solidify. More than just personal grievances, the leak carries a significant political dimension. By exposing Erika's ambitions and behind-the-scenes maneuvering, JD Vance's wife has inserted herself into the power struggle, signaling that she is not willing to be a passive bystander. This move sends a clear message to political allies and opponents alike. The family drama is far from over, and loyalties may be shifting rapidly. The motivations behind the leak also raise questions about JD Vance's own position. Is he caught in the crossfire between two powerful women in his life? Or is there more going on behind closed doors, perhaps tensions within his political camp that make this leak part of a larger game? Speculation runs wild, but what remains clear is that the leak has destabilized the carefully maintained image of unity and strength that JD Vance has projected to the public. Moreover, the public reaction to JD Vance's wife's revelations has been mixed. Some sympathize with her position, viewing the leak as a courageous act to expose duplicity and protect the integrity of the family. Others criticize it as a vindictive and damaging blow that threatens to derail political careers and deepen personal wounds. Either way, her perspective adds a human, emotional dimension to the political saga, reminding us that behind every headline are real people grappling with complex emotions and conflicting loyalties. JD Vance's wife's choice to go public has also shifted the dynamics within their social and political circles. Friends, advisors, and political strategists are now forced to reconsider their alliances, weighing the consequences of backing either side. The leak has fractured what was once a united front, and the ripple effects are felt in boardrooms and backroom meetings alike. In this high-stakes drama, JD Vance's wife emerges not just as a whistleblower, but as a formidable player in her own right. Her actions highlight the often unseen struggles behind political power plays, where personal relationships, ambition, and loyalty collide in unpredictable and sometimes devastating ways. As this story continues to unfold, the world watches closely. Will JD Vance's wife find her footing amid the chaos she helped create? How will Erika Kirk respond to this public challenge? And ultimately, who will come out on top in this fierce battle for influence, reputation, and legacy? For Erika Kirk, the stakes have never been higher. The leak has thrown her carefully built image into question, forcing her to confront public scrutiny and intense media pressure. How she navigates this crisis could define her future, whether she can weather the storm and continue her ascent, or if this controversy will stall or even derail her ambitions to become First Lady. The world will be watching her next moves closely, analyzing every speech, appearance, and statement for signs of resilience or retreat. JD Vance finds himself in an unenviable position, caught between personal turmoil and political opportunity. The public airing of his private life raises difficult questions about his leadership and judgment, and his political allies will need to decide how to respond, whether to rally around him or distance themselves as the scandal intensifies. His ability to manage this crisis with transparency and strength could make or break his career. The political landscape surrounding this saga is also shifting. Opponents of JD Vance and Erika Kirk may seize the moment to exploit divisions and weaken their influence. Meanwhile, supporters must rally not only to defend their reputations, but also to manage the narrative in an era where social media and instant news amplify every detail. This story underscores the fragility of political alliances and the personal vulnerabilities behind public power. More broadly, this scandal highlights the evolving role of public figures' private lives in political discourse. The blurred lines between personal ambition, family dynamics, and public responsibility raise important questions about privacy, ethics, and the cost of political success. As voters become more attuned to the character and integrity of candidates and their families, stories like this one will continue to resonate deeply. For the public, the saga is a cautionary tale about the high price of ambition and the complexities of trust and loyalty within powerful families. It reminds us that behind every headline lies a web of human emotions, decisions, and consequences that ripple far beyond the immediate scandal. In the coming months, expect new developments, shifting alliances, and perhaps surprising reconciliations. Erika Kirk's future as a potential First Lady remains uncertain, but undeniably dramatic. JD Vance's political journey will be scrutinized through the lens of this personal upheaval. And JD Vance's wife, now a central figure in this saga, will continue to shape the narrative in ways no one can yet predict. One thing is clear. This story is not just about a leaked plan or a personal feud. It's about power, identity, and the fierce battles that unfold behind the scenes of America's most public lives. The drama is far from over, and the next chapters promise to be just as gripping as the last. The explosive leak by JD Vance's wife and the revelation of Erika Kirk's ambitions to become the First Lady have sent shockwaves through political and social circles. But the true impact is only just beginning to unfold. The consequences of this scandal will resonate far beyond the immediate headlines, shaping the personal lives and political trajectories of everyone involved, and potentially influencing the wider political landscape for years to come. For Erika Kirk, this moment is a defining crossroads. Up until now, she has carefully constructed a public persona as a poised, influential woman working behind the scenes to support causes close to her heart. However, the leak has peeled back that polished image, exposing a more complex, ambitious side that has both captivated and divided public opinion. How Erika responds will be crucial. If she can skillfully manage the media storm, reinforce her commitment to meaningful social causes, and demonstrate authenticity in the face of scrutiny, she might transform this crisis into a powerful narrative of resilience and leadership. On the other hand, failure to address the controversy decisively could tarnish her reputation permanently, jeopardizing her chances of ever stepping into the role of First Lady. JD Vance, meanwhile, faces perhaps the greatest challenge. The public exposure of his wife's actions and Erika's strategic ambitions not only threaten to strain his personal relationships, but also complicate his political standing. Vance's supporters will be watching closely to see if he can maintain control amid the chaos, balancing personal loyalty with political pragmatism. The way he handles this could shape his career trajectory significantly. A measured, transparent approach might win him sympathy and renewed support, while any sign of evasiveness or scandal fatigue could be politically damaging. Moreover, political opponents are likely to use the scandal as ammunition, framing Vance as distracted or embroiled in personal drama rather than focused on leadership. The leak also underlines the precarious nature of alliances within political power structures. Within TPUSA and related political networks, whispers of shifting loyalties and fractures are already spreading. Advisors, donors, and influencers are recalibrating their positions, weighing the risks of being associated with figures now mired in controversy. This realignment could affect fundraising, campaign strategies, and even legislative agendas tied to these individuals. In an era where personal narratives often become political weapons, navigating this minefield will require astute strategy and rapid response. Beyond the immediate players, the scandal reflects broader societal trends about the intersection of private lives and public roles. Voters and the media are increasingly focused on the character and personal histories of candidates and their families, viewing them as reflections of leadership qualities and trustworthiness. Erika Kirk's exposed ambitions and the subsequent fallout highlight the growing scrutiny women in political spheres face, particularly those who strive to balance personal aspirations with traditional expectations. This story fuels ongoing conversations about the role of women in politics, the pressures of public life, and the often unforgiving spotlight that follows. For the public, the saga is a potent reminder of the high stakes involved when personal and political worlds collide. It shows how ambition, loyalty, and betrayal can intertwine, creating narratives that captivate and divide. As more details emerge, people will continue to debate the ethics and motivations behind the leak, the legitimacy of Erika's plans, and the future of the relationships at the story's heart. Looking ahead, the story promises to evolve with new revelations, shifting alliances, and possibly unexpected reconciliations. Erika Kirk's future as a political figure and potential First Lady remains uncertain but undeniably dramatic. JD Vance's political journey will be tested under the harsh light of public scrutiny, with his leadership qualities examined through the lens of this personal crisis. JD Vance's wife, now a central figure in this saga, wields significant influence over the narrative's direction, potentially reshaping the power dynamics within this circle. Ultimately, this is more than just a story of elite plan or a personal feud. It's a raw, revealing look into the battles for power, identity, and control that play out behind the scenes in the highest echelons of American politics. The drama underscores the fragile balance between public image and private reality, and the lengths to which individuals will go to protect their legacies and ambitions. The coming weeks and months will be crucial. Every statement, appearance, and decision will be dissected by media and political watchers alike. This scandal is a living, breathing narrative, one that will continue to shape the lives and careers of those involved, and perhaps redefine what it means to be a public figure in today's unforgiving spotlight. As we watch this extraordinary saga unfold, one thing is crystal clear. The story of Erika Kirk's ambitions, the leak from JD Vance's wife, and the tangled web of politics and personal drama is far from over. What began as whispers behind closed doors has exploded into a public spectacle exposing raw emotions, fierce loyalties, and high-stakes power plays that captivate and divide the nation. This scandal is a vivid reminder that behind every headline lies a deeper story, one of ambition, vulnerability, and human complexity. Erika Kirk's dreams of becoming First Lady, now laid bare for all to see, show how the pursuit of power can come with tremendous personal cost. JD Vance's response to this turmoil will shape not only his political future, but also the way we perceive the intersection of private life and public service. For viewers and followers, this story invites us to look beyond the surface, to question the narratives we are fed, and to recognize the human stories that drive the headlines. It challenges us to think critically about ambition, loyalty, and the sacrifices made in the pursuit of influence. If you want to stay ahead of this unfolding drama, get exclusive updates, expert analyses, and behind-the-scenes insights, you won't want to miss what's coming next. We'll be tracking every development, every new revelation, and every twist in this gripping tale. So here's what you need to do next. Like this video if you found this deep dive into the Erika Kirk and JD Vance story eye-opening. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the latest political and celebrity gossip that everyone's talking about. Comment below with your thoughts. Do you think Erika Kirk will rise from this controversy stronger, or will the leak derail her ambitions? What do you believe JD Vance's next move will be? We want to hear your opinions. Share this video with your friends and family who love a good political drama mixed with real human stories. Remember, in today's world of fast-moving news and social media storms, staying informed means staying empowered. We're here to bring you the facts, the context, and the stories that matter, always with respect and responsibility. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned because the next chapter in this saga promises even more surprises, revelations, and drama. You won't want to miss a second.